up, Vagger, and today we're doing a Christmas movie tier list. I think there's around 61 movies in this, so let's not wasting more time. Let's just get into this. A Christmas Carol from 2009, the Jim Carrey one. I'm gonna put that in the B tier. Now, I actually like the story of Christmas Carol. I think most adaptations are pretty good, at least have some enjoyment out of them. And I've actually read the book, so I thoroughly like A Christmas Carol. And I've seen quite a few adaptations, and this is probably one of the ones that's kind of in the middle. At least from the ones I've seen. I think for almost the entire movie, it's just fine. It's just fine. Man, it's just fine. I think it's just fine. It's nice retelling with Jim Carrey of A Christmas Carol with some unique visuals and stuff, and it's neat. I like it. But the point where the Ghost of Christmas Present dies, the movie gets super dark, and I love it from there on out. I think it's great. I love the tone, the visuals, everything it has from that point on. I love it, and I wish the movie was just like that. And Jim Carrey makes a pretty good Scrooge, I'm gonna be honest. And I love Gary Oldman as Bob Cratchit. Usually, out of all the adaptations, I just like Bob Cratchit the most out of any of the characters in the movie. And most definitely why, because in the Muppet Christmas Carol, Kermit the Frog is Bob Cratchit, so I just assume Bob Cratchit with Kermit the Frog. A Christmas Story, a classic. I'm gonna give this one, I'm gonna give it a B tier. It's just a nice, simple, heartwarming story about the boy around Christmas time. So the movie story you'll watch, you don't think too much, just kind of enjoy it. It's one of those nice little simple movies that I really like. A Charlie Brown Christmas, I'll give it a C tier. I like the Charlie Brown sized Peanuts, fine. I really do like that franchise. When it comes on, I'll probably check it out. It's just a nice little holiday special. That's a nice way to spend like 20 minutes. Arthur Christmas, I'm gonna give that a C tier. I like it. I think it's just nice, sweet. It's a generally good story. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just not one of my personal favorites, I guess. And FYI, D tier will be the worst on this list, and F tier will be ones I've never seen, because there are a few of those on this list. I've skimmed through it. Speaking of which, Bad Santa, never seen it. Heard of it, never seen it. Die Hard, I'm going to put it in D tier. Let me explain. Die Hard is a great movie. Don't get me wrong. It is great. But, in my opinion, it is not a Christmas movie. I don't care what you say. So it goes in D tier because it shouldn't be on the list. That's just my opinion. That's just a theory. Elf, one of my favorite movies, might just be my favorite Christmas movie. I mean, I don't know how you could tell that I like Elf, but you might just been able to. And there's that right there. Elf's honestly probably my top 50 favorite movies. I love Elf so much. It might honestly be my favorite Christmas movie. I'm gonna be honest, it just might be. So I'm giving it S tier for sure. I think it is a very funny movie. I laugh every time I watch Elf. It's funny. It's hilarious. I love Buddy the Elf. The story is nice, heartwarming, and charming. I've never seen that. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm not going to try. For Christmas, never seen that. Frosty the Snowman. I'm going to give Frosty a B tier. I guess really my only complaint with Frosty the Snowman is that the animation can be better, but it was like the 60s, 70s, so I get why it's not good. Like, it's not bad, it's just not great. Gremlins! Oh, might be my top 10 favorite movies, and I am definitely putting an S tier. I love Gremlins so much. It's one of my favorite movies. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. I've talked so much about it over the years, and the way you could not know how I feel about this movie is that if you're new to the channel. So if you're new, I'm sorry, but you should know that I love this movie. You should know why I love this movie, because I've talked about it so much. I love Gremlins, so easy S tier. Home Alone, I'm going to give that an obvious S tier. Home Alone is straight really funny. Like, I actually laugh when I watch Home Alone. It is funny, it's creative, it's also charming, it's also pretty emotional, honestly. I mean, I like it enough to where I got the 25th anniversary collector's bucket edition with all 5 Home Alones, excluding one on Disney Plus, which you're going to talk about. So, yeah, I like Home Alone. Home Alone 2, a lot of people hate on Home Alone 2. I actually really like it. I'm going to give it an A tier. Sounds like the original, obviously. But hey, I love seeing Kevin, Harry, Marv, the family. I love seeing them together again. New York is a unique setting for this Home Alone story. It's a unique setting. It's different. Tim Curry's amazing, but we already know that. Yes, it is just Home Alone again, but it changes it up to where it's not just like, well, every other Home Alone movie after Home Alone 2. Have the Grinch Stole Christmas, the original version. I'm giving that an easy A tier. Nice, simple, sweet, good animation. Dr. Seuss is just Dr. Seuss. It's probably the most faithful adaptation of the Grinch we got from the books, at least. And I do like that. It's nice, soft, simple story. She's a good message. And of course, it has one of the best Christmas songs ever written, and never made, never published. I'm rambling. How the Grinch Stole Christmas live action version. My personal favorite Grinch movie, because Jim Carrey exists, So I'm gonna give that an S tier. I know a lot of people don't like it. They say, oh, it's too mean-spirited. It's too, like, of a dark movie. Jim Carrey's too over the top as the Grinch. And, yeah, I get all those complaints, and I honestly kind of agree with all of them. But I still just personally like it. It's not a great movie, but I personally like it. And so I'm putting it S tier because I watch it every Christmas and I get a lot of laughs out of it, actually. And Jim Carrey, as I mentioned before, he's Jim Carrey. You can't go wrong with Jim Carrey. I'm just saying. Oh, a classic. It's a Wonderful Life with Jimmy Stewart. I love this movie. It's such an emotional, nice, charming movie. I'm gonna give it an A tier. It's just one of those nice comfort movies. I love Jimmy Stewart, one of my favorite actors. He's just so charming in It's a Wonderful Life. I mean, I like him enough to where I can impersonate him, okay? Like, this is a pretty good movie, I'm just saying. It's just a amazing movie. Jingle All the Way. I'm gonna give that a C tier. It's not great, doesn't try to be. It's just a fun little Christmas movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger fighting small Santas and elves, and it's just a nice way to spend like an hour. I know a lot of people don't like it. It's not great or anything. It's just Jingle All the Way. Love Actually. I've heard so much about that movie. I've heard it so many times. I have never seen it. And forgive me, that's a disgrace to the human race. I'm so sorry. Miracle 34th Street, the original, I'm gonna give that a B tier. I know I keep saying that it's a nice, simple story about all of these, but that's what Christmas movies really are. They're nice, simple stories. How else can you put them? Miracle 34th Street, it's charming. That's the best way I can describe it. Charming. Miracle on 34th Street, the remake with John Hamm from Jurassic Park. I'm gonna put that in tier 2, honestly. I think both versions are honestly about the same. I think I like the original maybe a touch bit better, but the remake is pretty good. Mixed Nuts, never seen that. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I actually like this movie. I'm gonna give it a good A tier. I think it's pretty funny. It's one of those movies about a family where the guy goes slowly insane throughout the movie, then at the end he's crazy. I can think of a few off the top of my head. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation for one, and What About Bob, and there are more. But I like these movies because, you know what you're gonna get, you know what's gonna happen, but I think they make it entertaining, if they can make it work, it works, and I can get you good laughs out of it. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Now, I'm gonna put that in D tier, not because it's a bad movie. It's a very good movie. It is generally hilarious, and I love it. But Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is like the United for Christmas and Thanksgiving movies. People all the time argue, is it a Thanksgiving movie or a Christmas movie? It takes place before Thanksgiving. So that's what they do with Christmas, other than the fact that it's snowy. So personally, I think it should be a Christmas movie, a Thanksgiving movie, in my opinion. So hate me if you want. I'm going to put it in D tier because it doesn't deserve to be on the list. The Polar Express, I'm going to put that in a good old E tier. Actually, I changed my mind on some of these now that I'm actually really looking at my results. I'm going to put Miracle on 34th Street on both versions in B tier. Same with National Lampoon, actually. I like those, but I don't like them as much as It's a Wonderful Life or How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Like, they're not up to there, but, they're pretty good. So, I love them, but not all the way up to there. Yeah, I'm going to move Frosty up one. Why not? I'm going to put Polar Express A tier. I know people don't like it. They hate it. They think it's cheesy and creepy, which, it is. But it has Tom Hanks, and I like Tom Hanks, so A tier. That's also the only reason I like this movie so much. Tom Hanks. I like Tom Hanks, and if Tom Hanks isn't something, I'm probably going to really like it. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, which I actually just got done watching 15 minutes ago. I'm going to put that in A tier. I like Rudolph. It's such a nice, simple, short little special that is just so charming. Also, it's claymation, so points for that. My favorite type of movies are claymation movies. I'm just saying, it's the best form of film there is. I guess I have a few complaints with Rudolph. It's dated, definitely, with mainly claymation. It's very choppy. It's not particularly smooth nowadays. But it's not bad by any means. And the writing can be a little bit iffy at times, but overall, it's just charming. Scrooge, one of my personal favorite Christmas Carol adaptations. I'm gonna put that in S tier. No, A tier. I don't love it that much on a level of Elf and Gremlins. Bill Murray's one of my favorite actors. He is funny. This movie is very funny. I quote to this day. Somehow I actually used the quote, "Have you used Staples?" more than I probably should.
My problem is, Miss Little Fella, I can't get the antlers glued onto this little guy. We tried crazy glue, but it don't work.
Have you tried staples?
It's funny, but it's still a good adaptation where it doesn't take away from the story of A Christmas Carol. The main event of Christmas, never seen that before. The Muppet Christmas Carols, which are my favorite adaptation of Christmas Carol, that's going an easy S tier. Now, I love the Muppets, as I mentioned earlier. Kermit the Frog, I love the Muppets. And yeah, whenever I, think about A Christmas Carol, or when I read the book, I think of the characters being the most from A Christmas Carol. Bob Cratchit is Kermit the Frog. Michael Caine is Scrooge. These are characters I think I want to see A Christmas Carol. It's my favorite version of this movie. I love the Muppets. It's just amazing. It's wonderful. I love it. It's not as dark as some other versions. Jim Carrey. But it doesn't have to be. It's the Muppets. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Disney, make more of the Muppets, please. The Nightmare Before Christmas. Now, this is going to be hypocritical, because I put movies like Die Hard and PlayStation Zombies in D tier because they're not Christmas movies, and Nightmare is canonically a Halloween movie. It's that's a thing. It's officially a Halloween movie. Just saying, it was confirmed. But it's one of my favorite movies. It's in my top 15 favorite movies. I love Nightmare Before Christmas so much that I officially can't put it in D tier. I can't bring myself to do that. I'm so sorry. So I'm gonna put that in S tier because I love it. It's one of my favorite movies. I don't care if it's not a Christmas movie. I watch Halloween and Christmas. It doesn't matter. I love it. It's claymation again, so extra points. It's Tim Burton, my favorite director, and it's incredible. What can you say about Nightmare Before Christmas? The Santa Claus with good old Buzz Lightyear. Can put that in a good B tier. It's really unique, honestly. Him killing Santa Claus accidentally, and then becoming Santa Claus through a literal Santa Claus. That's kind of genius, I'm just saying. I kind of hate to use this word again, but it's just charming. Trading Places with Dan Aykroyd and Eddie Murphy. I've never seen that, but now I want to. I love Eddie Murphy, I love Dan Aykroyd. Now I need to see this movie, because I've never heard of it until just now. Call Me Claus, Whoopi Goldberg, never heard of that, but I'm sure it might be good. Christmas with the Cranks. Go ahead and D tier. You're a really bad movie. I love Tim Allen. It's Buzz Lightyear. And Elastigirl, I'm pretty sure. But, no, you are a bad movie. If you haven't seen it, don't watch it, please. It's bad. Trust me, it's bad. Santa Claus 2, I'm gonna give that an E tier. It's a fine sequel. It's a fine movie. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not bad. It's just fine. I don't have a lot of strong opinions about it. A Crazy Night, it's one of the worst movies ever made. D tier. Adam Sandler animated Hanukkah movie. So technically it's not even a Christmas movie, but okay. It is just terrible. It's awful. If you haven't seen it, I pray you don't go watch it. You will have a horrible time. Ernest Saves Christmas, I've never seen it, sadly, although I do enjoy Ernest a quite bit amount. Friday Claus, never seen it. The 2018 Grinch, D tier. My school watched this movie 10 times, so it's ingrained in my memory. It's bad. It's awful. It takes everything from the Grinch and just makes it awful and terrible. It's terrible, and I hate it, and it's awful. And I pray that my school doesn't watch it this December, because knowing them, they would watch it again. Home Alone 3, D tier. Every single Home Alone movie after Home Alone 2 is terrible. That is not even an exaggeration. They are all so bad. The video's coming very soon about the Home Alone franchise, so stay tuned. They're all so bad. Like, Home Alone doesn't need to be a franchise in the first place. That is a one and done movie. That's the definition. We look in the dictionary, one and done movie. That's it. Home Alone. You don't need a sequel. I like Home Alone 2, don't get me wrong. I like Home Alone 2. Alone 3, 4, 5, and 6. There are 6 Home Alones, by the way. Are just terrible. They're awful. I hate them. I can't stand them. And if there's any one here, they're going to D tier. Home Alone 4. Yeah, D tier with you. Jack Frost, the non-killer mutant snowman. I'm gonna put that in C tier. I think that movie gets way too much hate. It's not great, and yeah, it falls apart in some places. It's not perfect. But I like Michael Keaton as a snowman. The effects, yeah, terrifying, but I think they're generally good effects. Like, they were done well. It's terrifying, don't be wrong. I don't look at a snowman, but still, they look good, and I appreciate it just because of that alone. Just Friends, never seen that. Last Holiday, never seen that. Grandmother's House We Go, never seen that. A Mod Christmas, never seen that. Unaccompanied Minors, never seen it. What in the world is that about? Christmas Chronicles, never seen it. Noli, never seen it. August Christmas Party, never seen it. Preacher's Wife, never seen it. Oh, of course I've seen this one. The Rudolph Island Mr. Toys. Of course, the sequel, the Resident Evil sequel, Rudolph, the CG. Rudolph sequel from the early 2000s. Yeah, it's terrible. I watched it in school once. It's awful. I don't like it. If you haven't seen it, good. I'm glad for you. I'm glad you haven't seen this movie. Santa Claus 3, I think it's better than Santa Claus 2, not by a lot, so E tier. Santa Claus Coming to Town, I'm gonna give that an E tier, honestly. It never quite captured me the way Rudolph or Frosty or any of those like Hutch Christmas specials did. I still think it's good, it's just not one of my personal favorites. I appreciate it because it's claymation, of course, so, you know, props for that already, but I just never really got into them. Santa Buddies, never seen it. Santa with Muscles, never seen it. SpongeBob SquarePants Christmas Special. Actually, I have seen that. It's going in the E tier. I mean, it's claymation for one, so I love that. It's honestly really nice, clever. Actually, can be pretty funny at some points. Bah! Night Before, never seen it. 'Twas the Night, never seen it. Whatever that is, never seen it. Why him? That is Bryan Cranston and James Franco. I like those two actors. Walter White. I've never seen that, but now I am very much intrigued. And before I even comment about James Franco, I like his work. The person himself is a bit iffy. Anyways, I just ranked 61 Christmas movies. Just look on my tier list. Make sure I agree with everything. Yeah, I think I'm pretty much agree with this. Because a lot of you guys made this video, so you guys like my ranking. Bye guys for now. Bye bye, Thacker.